Right here.
And right next to him, please.
I am looking forward to just another Boots Riley experience. Sorry to Bother You was spectacular. Born and raised in Oakland, so just always love seeing my area put on. And also the premise. It's like something abstract. I don't know. Maybe I'll see myself in it, maybe not. I'm just looking forward to see whatever has come of it.
I love Boots' fiercely anti-capitalist narrative style.
I think he's just incredibly inventive and strong Bay Area creative. Love to see his work.
I think I'm looking forward to supporting a Bay Area fam. Boots Riley got his start in his creative start in the Bay, and seeing him keep doing this really interesting, unexpected, kind of, not antagonistic, but more, pushing the boundaries of what is pop culture is, and what, mixing it with societal issues. I mean, this is like it's kind of a big deal for the Bay Area to have him back. So I'm really looking forward to that.
So I'm just a general lover of documentary films in general. I love San Francisco Film Festival. I think it's amazing, all of the work that they've been doing. I am mostly focused on the very Oakland-centric documentaries right now. So I have tickets for tonight for Underrated for Steph. On Friday, so tomorrow I'm going to see Earth Mama, so that's also Oakland. And then closing night, I'm going to go see A Virgo, Boots Riley, also Oakland. So I'm doing a very town business situation right now with my selection.
Oh man, a lot of people ask me, did you talk to tall people? No, I didn't just go around doing that. To me, Cootie is about the naivete and the youth and the young spirit, so I kind of just tapped into a lot of my innocence and my inner child and kind of brought him to life a little, and focused more so on what it feels like to be different in a world that is the way it is,
So can you talk a little bit about how you use scale and comedy to talk about race, class, and gender in Oakland?
Well, I mean, what everything is a struggle, is a contradiction, different forces pushing against each other that create a situation. Thesis, the antithesis creates the synthesis. But you look at those things, we look at all these phenomena, and what's making the move is that contradiction. So what I try to do is look for that contradiction, that irony, that conflict, and ramp it up so that we talk about it in other terms. So that's the absurdity, is the ramping up of that contradiction and that irony. And comedy and tragedy, they all have irony involved. And comedy, like if you think about a great stand-up comedian, sometimes they're not saying anything new that you didn't think of before. But they're saying it in a way that you didn't think about it. You recognize it. And what it is analysis often. Whether you agree with it or not, it's someone analyzing things and breaking down the contradictions, and that irony is at the crux of the comedy. It's also at the crux of the tragedy and of the analysis. So it all goes together like that.
I don't know, Boots manages to teach so many lessons in one script, so that's a hard question to answer, but there's a very political conversation involved, so learning a bit about capitalism and the effects it has on the system and kind of how it trickles down to people all the way to a town like Oakland, all the way to just being an outsider and an outcast. This is definitely for those who don't feel like they fit in, and so Cootie is just a gigantic version of a lot of us. So, yeah.
It doesn't go from the directors haven't done enough, but it's about who gets to become directors.
For sure.
Right? And who gets to work in the film industry, right? Like usually we're pulling from, we're pulling from folks that like went to school for writing or whatever, and no matter what class background they came from, by the time they get to that, they promise their family that they can make a living off of this, right? Whereas I came out in music, and it's like this. There's that old saying, what do you call a bass player without a girlfriend?
Homeless.
Yeah. And that's because there's some truth to that. People are going to do their music no matter what. Their family has already told them they should do something else, but they're doing it and they're making their art. Right? And in film, often there are, in film and TV, I should say, often people are only doing what they can get away with because they've already set themselves up where they've told their family that, hey, I'm getting a job, where someone else is like, I'm making this art and I'm going to be known for this, and all that. So yeah.
Boots really set that up for us. He was very adamant about the cast forming a bond offset, so even Sundays, every single Sunday we go to Boots' crib and we get together and chill out, have some drinks and relax, and so we even got to stay in the same apartment complex, so it felt almost like school. We would get together and felt like we were just running around like kids, and then we get to work and focus, and having that bond offset really formed a great chemistry for all the work on set.
Last thing I want to do is absolutely give you your flowers from all your musical repertoire. I'm totally a fan. Big Fish, Fat Cats and Bigger Fish. My favorite mutiny, Jesus the Pimp and the 79 Granada last night, first show. And what's next for you? I know that you did a soundtrack for Sorry to Bother You. Is there a soundtrack for this one coming? Is there more music?
I was going to be doing, so the score is done by Tune Yards. They are amazing, and they really, you'll see in this. But I was gonna do a soundtrack to it, like a song per episode, but it's too much work while I was doing this. And the next thing is I'm shooting. I've written some other movies, and I'm shooting one of them this fall.
Nice. I saw you call it your cinematic album, so congratulations on that.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Thanks a lot. All right, cool.
Connor Azeri live from SF Film Fest with Boots Riley.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Bay Area has long been a place where if you're in the literary field, if you're in film, if you're in performing arts, it all kind of feeds each other, nourishes each other. And so, at this moment in time when really, the Bay Area got hit hard during the pandemic and we're still trying to really pick ourselves back up, having films like I'm a Virgo is part of that recovery process and reacquainting ourselves with the people that inspire us, that helped us get our start in different creative industries. I think, Oakland, San Francisco, San Jose, it's all like one big family, and if we're gonna really have like a recovery that helps everybody and lifts all ships, so to speak, then we're really going to need to like put our money and our investment in the arts. Like the arts is where it's at.
I mean, I think that San Francisco is such an incredible place for filmmaking. Like George Lucas was here, Coppola was here. Like I know that Boots wants to carry the torch forward and like start a whole thing, and I'm totally behind it.
I mean, I love all those subjects. I love movies, love weed, love what he does for organizing in the Bay Area. SEIU, 1021, Cal Academy Workers United. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes.
I love what he does. He just supports real people doing real things in the Bay Area, and I'm all about it.
Yeah, there's a shift in just exploring narratives. I think Oakland has a really hard-hitting news landscape where we're always talking about what's going on, and obviously there's 1,001 things to talk about, but I think it's important to dream as well and just imagine different realities, just to put it that way. Explore creativity, have fun, be 10 foot tall, because why not, So yeah, I think this puts out more
DJ
the
Lady
typical
Ryan.
narrative.
DJ.
You know what? I almost jumped in that.
You gotta get in here. I gotta get you. Come on, get in here.
I almost did want to do it.
Yeah, get in here.
Thank you.
We're just talking about filmmaking from the town, just overall Bay Area filmmaking and how it's changing and like what we're excited about around Boots.
Yeah, it's like representation is happening, and it's really dope to see all the community that's involved. You know, like even like, you know, background actors are like so hyped, or we get to see like places that we frequent all the time where the filming has happened. It's just heartwarming, for real. There's so much rich history here and so much deep community. So to see that is like, it's just mad hard.
Agreed.
Nice.
I also
And-
play an extra, and it's super random, but I signed up for one of the extra roles, so I might see myself in there.
Okay.
So another layer to that too. Just stay breaking walls all day.
Nice, do it. And I know you're leading some dude DJing the after party. What's going on with that?
Here. I'm ready to
Yes.
go. We did it poppin' tonight.
Nice. Thank y'all so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Peace.
Peace. Take care.